Most people imagine influence as something loud: political speeches, public campaigns, viral statements. But the influence that reshapes nations, markets, social movements, and global systems rarely appears in public. It happens behind closed doors, inside boardrooms, foundations, and private councils few people even know exist. Billionaires don't wait for change. They purchase it. This is how they do it. When analysts compared major political shifts across countries, a familiar pattern emerged. New policies appeared right after key investments. Laws changed right after targeted donations. Movements gained momentum right after anonymous funding. Influence wasn't organic. It was coordinated. And the same names, the same networks appeared behind each shift. Coincidence stopped being a plausible explanation. Philanthropy looks generous on the surface, but private documents expose another purpose. Foundations act as influence hubs. Through them, billionaires can fund research that supports their interests, cultivate public goodwill, influence academic institutions, shape cultural narratives, gain tax advantages, and control policy without appearing political. A foundation is not charity. It is a structured gateway to credibility and access. Money becomes influence. Influence becomes narrative. Narrative becomes law. Behind almost every major policy you see debated, there is a think tank you never heard of that wrote the proposal years earlier. These institutions present themselves as independent, but many receive private funding from a handful of elite families and corporations. They produce white papers, economic models, and expert recommendations that politicians repeat almost word for word. Policies appear democratic. Their origins are anything but. Traditional lobbying is visible. Modern influence is not. Billionaires use private policy dinners, exclusive retreats, offshore advisory groups, strategic philanthropic forums, elite networking institutions, and invitation-only councils. In these closed environments, influence becomes direct, personal, and untraceable. No cameras, no records, no accountability. Some billionaires buy entire media outlets. Others use advertising networks or private data analytics firms to subtly steer public opinion. Still others fund documentary grants, journalistic foundations, and global storytelling initiatives that set the cultural tone without revealing the hand behind it. Control of narrative is control of influence, and narrative can be purchased. Documents obtained from internal leaks show that many political candidates in multiple countries receive support from private strategy teams funded by billionaire networks. These teams provide psychological voter mapping, targeted messaging, crisis responses, digital influence operations, and international coordination. The candidate is the face. The billionaire network is the engine. Influence disguised as democracy. To avoid scrutiny, influence money does not move directly. It travels through shell foundations, offshore trusts, anonymous corporate donors, private equity vehicles, cryptocurrency funnels, and donor-advised funds. By the time the donation reaches a political cause, the source has disappeared. Influence becomes untraceable and therefore unstoppable. While ordinary people face strict political finance laws, billionaires operate through legal structures specifically built to protect influence. Trusts, PAC alliances, private corporations, and offshore vehicles allow them to circumvent limits while staying technically compliant. The law wasn't designed to stop the elite. It was designed by networks that knew how to avoid it. Attempts to expose billionaire influence networks were met with predictable results. Researchers pressured. Journalists sued. Whistleblowers silenced. Servers seized. Data erased. Foundations restructured overnight. The message is consistent. Influence is protected by the same mechanisms used to build it. Not by force, but by silence. Why would billionaires invest so heavily in influence systems? Because influence gives them legislative protection, market advantages, access to global resources, immunity from regulation, control over narrative, long-term leverage, political survival, and the ability to reshape the world in ways that multiply their power. Influence is not purchased for ideology. It is purchased for permanence. Is billionaire influence a donation or a strategy, a political action or a global architecture, a privilege or the real mechanism guiding the modern world? The truth is simple. Influence works best when no one sees it. If you're ready to uncover the next layer of global control, subscribe to the Hidden Codex and tell us what you believe billionaires are shaping next.